Hi, my name is Mikey. This is my lamp, Elliot. And these are banjo lessons for Grady. This is lesson number 3. And I'm going to pick a particular style and spend a little bit of time talking about how to begin with it and what to do with it, basically. And so, really, the style that I'm going to talk about is pretty much the most basic, which is this brush. And so, I'm basically using my middle finger, index finger, not trying to flip anybody off. Now you could use a flat pick if you wanted to, basically, as well. You don't have to just use your fingers. You could have a flat pick. But the point is, first off, you want to get very, very comfortable with it. Malcolm Gladwell talks about 10,000 hours of practice being necessary to be an expert. You don't have to put in 10,000 hours. That's on the order of like if you're doing it full time, 40 hours a week. You're talking decades basically instead of that. So not talking about that much practice, but it takes a little while to be able to do this very steadily. And on a given beat without having that beat interrupted. One of the things that's most frustrating if you're trying to play with other people, frustrating to the other band members or people you're playing with, is if you aren't able to keep up, or if you are distorting the rhythm and the cadence of how they're playing because you are forcing everyone to kind of stop or slow down or have these weird pauses or weird just even extra beats or whatever, basically, then you throw the whole beauty of being able to play together, you throw that off. And so it's important to be able to focus and keep practicing until you can do this really steadily on a very, very steady beat. Do that. I would recommend strongly that to do that you get, and by the way, all these things build, so once you have that basic brush, that becomes something that can lead into frailing and more intricate things. So, it's all good. I would strongly recommend that you think about getting a metronome. This is an old-fashioned, probably 30-year-old, physical metronome, basically. It lets you adjust a cadence, and then you can play along with it. There are many apps now. You can just get one for your phone, and that's great. And there's no reason you have to get one of these. Just use your phone. That's fine. But I would strongly recommend that you play with a metronome and get to the point where you can do any technique at the same time that that you can do any technique in accompaniment with the metronome. And do that slowly. Like, I would say, don't worry about doing it quickly until you can master it and you have complete, utter control at your own, whenever you want, at your own volition. You can say, hey, I'm going to play now, and you can play along with the metronome perfectly at a slow pitch. Until you can do that, don't bother trying to go faster. Faster in a way is easier, but it's not going to lead to being regular, really having that sense of rhythm and that control over your technique. So my advice would be, get bored in a certain way and just keep doing that for as long as you can possibly stand it until you're completely rhythmic and have complete control over your ability to do that and to be rhythmic whenever you want, no matter what state you're in, bummed, mad, happy, tired, too much beer, whatever it is, basically. You want to get to the point where you have that control. Then you can speed it up. Then you can do a little faster, and so forth. So this lesson was really all about, just taking one particular very simple stroke and being able to do that brush, basically.